Hi, we are from Group 5. We're going to present our presentation
about French Revolution,
how it happened, and the impact,
and how the war ended. And this is French Revolution.
The national interest movement refers to effort to protect and advance a country's core interests. It covers aspects such as national security, political stability, economic growth, and favorable foreign relations. The important points of national interest have three important points to provide benefits to the country, namely, first, protection and security, second is economic growth, and third is profitable foreign relations.
There are 5 questions in our research regarding this war. The first one, what is French Revolution? The French Revolution was an important period in French history in which the people rose up against absolute monarchical rule and social injustice. They demand equality, justice, and human rights. This revolution brought massive changes in France's social, political, economic, and structure. Where did it happen? This revolution occurred in France, especially in the capital city of Paris. However, its influence also spread throughout the country, sparkling social and political changes in other regions of Europe. Then, when did it happen? This revolution began in 1789 when King Louis XVI faced a severe financial crisis and summoned the General Assembly to help resolve the problem. This event sparked a series of revolutionary events that lasted from 1789 to 1799 when Napoleon Bonaparte took power as first consul of France. The next question, who got involved in this war? The French Revolution involved various groups of French society, including the urban workers, farmers, marginalized nobility, and intellectuals. Key figures in this revolution included Maximilien Robespierre, Jean-Paul Marat, Georges Danton, and Napoleon Bonaparte. They were leaders who played an important role in directing the revolution, changing the face of France and Europe in general.
So now we are going to talk about how it happened. One of the main triggers of the French Revolution was the financial crisis that hit the country. King Louis faced great difficulties in managing state finances, followed by high spending on war and a luxurious lifestyle at court. To overcome the financial crisis, King Louis XVI called a General Assembly in 1789, consisting of representatives from various social classes in France, including the nobility, the workers, and the clergy. Members of the General Assembly representing marginalized workers and nobility demanded radical social, economic, and political reforms. They fought for human rights, elimination of feudal privileges, and a more democratic government. When King Louis XVI refused to acknowledge the wishes of the members of the General Assembly, tensions mounted. On July 14, 1789, the French people stormed the Bastille, a famous prison in Paris, on what was known as Bastille Day. This became a symbol of the beginning of the French people's rebellion against absolute monarchy. The popular uprising continues with a series of riots occurring in various cities in France. The nobility began to lose control of the situation and power passed into the hands of revolutionary leaders such as Maximilien Robespierre and Jean-Paul Marat. In the period known as the Reign of Terror, which is 1793 to 1794, Robespierre and his group led a mass purge against the enemies of the revolution, using the tools of violence and unfair trials. Ultimately, Napoleon Bonaparte emerged as a strong leader and took power as first consul of France in 1799, ending the French Revolution and bringing France into the era of empire.
The French Revolution had a huge impact, not only in France, but throughout Europe and the world. The abolition of the absolute monarchy, the spreading of revolutionary ideas, and the establishment of a republican government radically changed the political and social structure in France. Although the reign of terror period brought chaos and massacres, this revolution also brought about significant cultural changes and increased political awareness among the people. The consolidation of power by Napoleon Bonaparte resulted in major changes in France and Europe, while revolutionary values such as equality, freedom, and nationalism remained an integral part of modern French identity. Thus, the French Revolution became an important milestone in history that paved the way for the development of democracy and human rights.
The war occurred because of a deep social, economic, and political crisis in France at the end of the 18th century. People's dissatisfaction with the current absolute monarchy government and the injustice of the feudal system were the main triggers. Social inequality, unfair fiscal policies, and dissatisfaction with the ruling class contributed as worsening the situation. French revolutionary leaders and intellectuals such as Maximilien Robespierre and Jean-Paul Marat took advantage of this momentum to spread revolutionary ideas and mobilize the people to fight for change. Thus, the French Revolution was the result of a combination of social, economic, and political factors that led to emergence of intolerable tension, forcing the people to seek radical solutions in changing the existing order. According to our group, this war is one of the wars that has a big influence of national interest. Why? Because this war involved groups of people who did not agree with this monarchical system, and national interest emerged. This also gave rise to a movement for change from the French people regarding the monarchical system, which was arbitrary at that time.
So, this is our presentation about French Revolution. We are Group 5. Merci beaucoup.